We'll show you how to do side-by-side columns, and we'll show you how to take a graphic and put it into your document. We'll show you how to wrap copy around that. But it is extremely difficult. It takes a long time. Whereas in a desktop publishing program with the push of 1 or 2 buttons, you can do you can accomplish the same task. So please understand there is a difference in that you need both. When it comes to word processing, and word processing, as I mentioned, is the function of getting all of your thoughts, your words, copy that perhaps is going to sell or make someone interested in your business, getting that all down on paper. And there are a lot of good programs out there. Macintosh did not invent word processing. I almost wish it did, but first word processor that I ever used was a program called WordStar, an IBM program. And I get a kick out of IBM people who make the comment that the Macintosh screen is too small. Well, I remember on WordStar, the entire top third of my screen was a menu bar, and that menu bar was just to show me all the commands, all the key commands that I had to remember to do simple functions in the word processing program. And so they had a lot of great programs for the IBM and the IBM compatibles, WordStar, WordPerfect. First program that came out for the Macintosh was a little program called MacWrite. Many of you may remember that. It came with the machine. And for years, we went a long time without a word processing program, because everyone felt that they've already got one. Mac owners, they don't need another one. And then Microsoft came out with Microsoft Word, and they found out that yes, us Mac owners would go buy another program. Today we have a myriad of programs. We have WordPerfect for the Macintosh. We have WordStar is now available for the Macintosh. Right now, there are a lot of Excel programs. Hopefully you will probably you've got it. I recommend it. We use it as the right thing. We need it to do. So there are a lot of word processing programs out there. Since you're using the Macintosh, I would recommend that you find out what this program is best at and use that to its fullest capacity or capability. So we're going to be looking at the capabilities of Word as we go through the program this morning. Another little caution, I guess, that I want to make. I've seen a lot of word processors. If you want to get really archaic, the first word processor that I ever saw, this is going to sound kind of old, was a Linotype machine. Linotype machine, you'd hit a key, it'd go up into this great big machine, it would find a metal ingot that had the letter, and that would come flying down the tracks and put some ink on it and hit the paper. It was very slow, it was very expensive, it was very noisy. And also you had to make all your mistakes on the paper before you could go back and correct them, and that was very difficult. Then we went into kind of the stage of the IBM Selectric, I guess the era of the IBM Selectric. Some of you may still have been in that recently. And the exciting thing about the IBM Selectric was for the first time you could hit a key like an L, and you could get something different than the last time you hit the key by changing the little element in your typewriter. For the first time, now you get bold, now you get italics, now change right now, fonts, right now, Houdini or some other type font. That was exciting. We used to line all the little elements up. But we were still forced to make the errors on the page before, or we had to print it, we had to make the errors on the page before we could make the correction. And you may remember some of the ways that we used to make the corrections. I'm old enough to remember the little white pieces of paper that we used to string all over our desk, and we could bring those down in the typewriter, try and get the letter to hit right where it hit before to correct it. The exciting thing about the IBM Selectric was that the first time you could hit a key like an L, and you could get something different made. Then we went into kind of the stage of the IBM Selectric, because the era of the IBM Selectric, some reason we did a tour in that recently. The exciting thing about the IBM Selectric was for the first time you could hit a key like an L, and you could get something different. Then we went into kind of the stage of the IBM Selectric, because the era of the IBM Selectric, they still have been recently too heavy. The exciting thing about the IBM Selectric was for the first time you could hit a key like an L, and you could get something different. So then processor allows us to cite all of our errors on the screen before we put them on the page. I still know a lot of people who are using a word processing program, Word or any word, go through the entire document, print out a copy, and then sit down and start correcting all their errors. If you're going to do that, then you might as well use a typewriter, because you've got a very expensive typewriter sitting there. So the first step to using a word processing program anyway is to plan out in advance what you want your document to look like. Take a piece of paper and a pencil, and just simply sketch out what you'd like it to look like when it's going to have headlines, you can have footnotes, you can have headers or footers, you can have one column, two or three. It will save a tremendous amount of time when you sit down with your program and make that document. And you'll notice that sometimes when you get very large copies, all look really different. Sometimes you have It's
always
a lot of nice new features, and we want to go through some of those today. Before I go right into that, let me just look at some definitions. Talk about the default setting on the computer. Default in this tutorial, the computer has a lot of settings built in. If you open up Word, most likely it will start in Geneva. First of all, when you measure, start in 10 point or 12 point. How wide those are default set. Have already set your power measure that 0 and 6 inches. A lot of printers like to use is set your type margin to 1 inch margin, allowing you to have default heights. You can choose CAS into how to height it. There are set heights within it. Next term, word wrap divided by 6. Word wrap is simply means that you get with a line of ideas in Word to automatically go to the next line without you being encouraged. How tall is it? Those are default set. Have already set your power measure that 0 and 6 inches. A lot of printers like to use is set your type margin to 1 inch margin, allowing you to have inch on the side of the main. Might start in 10 point or 12 point. How wide those are default set. Have already set your power measure that 0 and 6 inches. Might start in 10 point.
Sorry, I just need to catch some breath. 98214808665 13 28 23 0664 7093 8446 550 5822 3172
Remember some of the ways that we used to make
6442 881097
print it. We had to make the errors on the page.
5655
Remember some of the ways that we used to make the corrections. I don't know if you're old enough before, or we had to print it. We had to make the errors on the page before we could make the correction. And you may remember some of the ways that we used to make the corrections. I don't know if you're old enough before, or we had to print it. We had to make the errors on the page before we could make the correction. And you may remember some of the ways that we used to make the corrections. I don't know if you're old enough before, or we had to print it. We had to make the errors on the page before we could make the correction. And you may remember some of the ways that we used to make the corrections. I don't know if you're old enough before, or we had to print it. We had to make the errors on the page before we could make the correction.
all the way onto the stage. And thanks to music, I have learned a lot of things, including I gained a little bit more self-esteem. I've been a little bit more empathetic. I was more of an extrovert, and I still love listening to music today. And my favorite songs are by DJ Strident. Extreme songs for the boys. But listen, it doesn't mean that. But all of you can find your own song. Find it, develop it, device it, and maybe it will help you with reading, writing, art, history, geography. Oh yeah, and can't forget about PE, which I still suck though. But after you get good at it, you'll become better at that. Maybe you'll also make your own song. Maybe it will inspire other generations. So go out there and show that you're worth it. Show your heart out to the others. Come on. Is it really that hard? Sorry, I just need to catch some breath.
It's just a dream, happiness. I experienced for the first time thrilling, happiness, happiness, coffee, happiness, thrilling, happiness, thrilling, happiness, coffee. The art life is a great life. The art life, thrilling, is a great life. This was the life. This was the life. This was the life. The life of a painter. Thrilling. Willing. the life, thrilling, transcend. I almost got hit by a car. Trillions and zillions of ideas go beyond. I transcended once before. So beautiful. You can slip into this gap by daydreaming. By daydreaming. By daydreaming. By daydreaming. By daydreaming. By daydreaming. By daydreaming.
say yeah.
Compression training, we have to start somewhere to create tension in 5 minutes. What if there was another way? What if there was another way? Some players can spend a lifetime trying to play higher, but here's the thing. What if there was another way? What if there was another way?